in Sudan. Bashir is buying time. We have been in this situation in Darfur for the last 10 years, in the Nuba Mountain and Blue Nile for the last 10 months, and nothing is happening. It is great to be here. It is great to remind ourselves and the world in general that we have to do something. But again, we should organize ourselves. We should make a strong network, and that network should be effective in all over the United States, in Europe, and we are really gold Sudanese origin. That's what we need, and that is the Sudan we are aspiring for. That is the Sudan we are working for. I'm really glad to be here among you, and I would like to say to those who are new to us and they are new to our cause and case that Sudan is an old country. It's a country of 8,000 years. It's a country that is part of the Nile Valley civilization. When the famous African scholar Sheikh Anta Diop went to Paris and he had his PhD on the origin of the Egyptian civilization as a black civilization, and he was meant the whole area that from Mali to Senegal to Ethiopia to Sudan to Uganda to Kenya. This area is the land where the first human being that looked for one God. It is in our country. It is in the Barkal mountain. It is the Sudanese that they were part of the human being great civilization. We have built great civilization in our country. So our country goes to 8,000 years ago. In this 8,000 years ago, our country changed identity, but never changed humanity. And that does not been and has not been understood by those who came and ruled Sudan. There is a historical diversity in Sudan in these 8,000 years. Then again, before the independence of South Sudan, our country was having more than 570 ethnic group, tribe, 570. Sudan is a little Africa. It represents Africa. The problem in Sudan and the problem of Africa, how different religions they can coexist together, how different ethnic groups can coexist together, how we can build on this diversity. The mismanagement of diversity in Sudan is what led to the situation in Darfur, in South Kordofan, Nuba Mountain, and in Blue Nile. Because those who rule Sudan, they fell short of understanding the diversity of Sudan. They were saying one thing: Sudan is an Arab and Islamic country. Sudan is more than that. And this short parameters is what led to the war, to the misery, to the genocide. Now, as we are standing here, there is a serious situation that Bashir is taking 500,000 Sudanese in the Nuba Mountain, in Blue Nile, as hostages. He's hijacking them, he's denying them food, he's denying access for the humanitarian aid. The United Nations is here, nothing has been done for 10 months. Not only that, he is systematically killing them, bombarding them from air, and this is happening in front of the eyes of the whole humanity and the international community. People are being killed, massacred every day. They were telling us to sign an agreement between us and the United Nations, the African Union, the Arab League. In the SPLM, we signed that agreement. It has been now 3 months, and Bashir, every time they ask him, he's giving them new question. When they answer the question, he changed the question with another new question to them, and nothing is happening. Now, right now, as we are speaking, there are a lot of events in Sudan, and the humanitarian situation is taking the back seat. We need to bring it into the front seat. That's what we want to do. We should do it together to bring the concern, the attention. We should focus the attention of the international community into the situation, the crisis that is happening right now. People who are being killed, rainy season are coming, and no food is going to those people, and instead they are being killed by the ground, by air with Bashir. And this is not the first time that has happened. I remember very well, I was signing an agreement with Comrade Fagan in Switzerland with the Popular Congress in 2001, I believe. And then Commander Yusuf Makki, late Yusuf Makki, is one of our heroes, one of our leaders, a great friend of many of us. Yusuf Makki was being treated from cancer in the UK. He did call me, and he was the commander of Zinuba Mountain by then. And he said, you should come to London to see me. And I told him, by then I don't have visa, I don't have money. He said, you have to come because the doctor told me in a very short time I'm going to depart and I'm not going to see you again. You have to come and see me in London. I went to London, and then the foreign office in London, they asked us to come and to discuss some issues and to give them briefing. When we went to the foreign office, I told Comrade Fagan that we need to call Commander Yusuf Makki to come to that meeting. He said he's very sick. We should not call him. I said no, we should treat him as if nothing is going on with his health and let him decide. I called Yusuf Makki. He said I will come to the foreign office. When we went to the foreign office, we were met by the desk of Sudan, and the one who is in charge and who met us right now is the ambassador of Britain to South Sudan, Lester Macville. Lester Macville asked Yusuf Makki, Yusuf, I thought you should give attention to your treatment. You should not come to the foreign office at this time. Yusuf said, look, Lester, the Nuba are dying. Food is not going there. I need you to take food.